So another win, a fourth win out of four, and you had enough chances this evening to win about 4 or 5 games, didn't you?
Yeah, I felt the first 20 minutes was a little bit slow. Very difficult as well. Pitch is really dry. We don't normally play on these type of pitches every week, so they're more used to it than what we was. But I thought they'd done quite well early on, and then we managed to get a foothold. And I think the last 25 minutes of the first half, I thought we really started to play well, and that's when we got our goals. We left the team on for the best part of an hour tonight, and then changed it over for the last half hour. And I think when you see that we put the main boys on, if you like, that are sort of, as I call them, main boys, but lads that have probably played a bit more together tonight. We had 2 or 3 lads that hadn't played together, which I'll go through that in a minute. But when you actually look at the last half hour, how we've not scored about 6 or 7 goals there, I'll never know. But to be fair to their goalkeeper, he done quite well, pulled off some good saves. But I was really impressed the way we stroked the ball about. Good tempo, as people are saying, we're really working hard from the front. And I think you're starting to show that we're a good workman-like team, and when we get the ball, we take care of it, and we're creating lots of chances.
It's the hottest day of the year, or it has been the hottest day of the year so far. It's cooled down nicely now, but it was a bit of a test for your players in that first half, especially in the sun.
Yeah, obviously driving up here today, I mean, it's been red hot, and I didn't realise how far this place was, if I'm being honest. But when you look at the weather conditions, I think what really helped is quite a lot of trees around here. So I think that took away a little bit of the heat. It didn't make it as intense when, even in the first half, I felt the players coped with it quite well. Some of that would be down to their fitness levels as well, I should imagine. But yeah, I think it started to cool down as the lights got on, and it's made a good friendly, really. And as I say, Sudbury are a decent side. They do try and play, and they've got some good players in there as well, some experienced players in there, 1 or 2 ex-Chelmsford City boys, obviously Luke Callender. And yeah, they do well in that league. I think they're a footballing side, and the big teams that come here and will struggle against them because they do try and get the ball down. So, okay, people go away and say, well, we only won 2-0, but if you come and watch the game, you'd have seen it was quite a different reflection. It's probably one of the best performances in the last half hour that I've seen from a Chelmsford City side since in the 4 games that we've had. As I said, in the first half, we had Thomas Go just come in, who's been playing in the under-21s. He come in. Harry Morgan come in tonight as well, so that was a little bit there, and I thought he'd done tremendous, considering Harry had a lot of football with us at the moment. But as the game got on, he got stronger and stronger. He's done 90 minutes here tonight, so we've thrown him really in the deep end. But overall, I think anybody who watched it from Chelmsford tonight would be quite impressed with what they've seen.
And speaking of the strikers, they're all 4 of them now looking pretty sharp. You had Sham with his tap in. He had a couple of chances as well in the first half, and Jake Reed will probably think on another day he could have had a hat-trick. Yeah,
I mean, Sham's a big lad, and I'm pleased that he's got the goal. He's working really hard. Just needs a little bit more composure in front of the sticks, and I think that will come. It's something that me and Nick are trying to work. But what we want Sham to do is really give us a platform to play from, because he's a very, very big lad, strong lad. And if we can bounce it into him and he can set it back and we can try and play round teams, I think that's where he'll be an handful, and he will still collect a few goals playing like that. Reedy, a bit similar to Sham, but as you say, he could have had a hat-trick, but I don't think it was down to... I think we've hit the woodwork 2 or 3 times here. I thought Reedy done excellent when he come on. He's worked the keeper a few times, same as Billy. So I do think there's goals in us. And then we've also got Hugo as well, which gives us a little bit of something different. So, there's 4 strikers here at the moment. They're all working hard. They've all been in training. They're all having a go, and they all want to get that shirt come start of the season. But people have got to be patient, and come Saturday we move it around again and we look again against Colchester. So at the moment I should think all the forwards are thinking what's going on in mine and Nick's heads, and for the rest of the players I'm sure they're thinking the same.
And up the other end of the pitch is a second clean sheet in a row. It's another huge positive for your defence.
Yeah, I think we're looking quite composed and comfortable. I think we've got some good size in there. People question about pace and whatever, but at the moment we're looking quite comfortable. You've got Chris Bush in there. I think Adam Bailey, Dennis Kenzer's played in there tonight. I think you look at the likes of Walshy, I thought done tremendous, and then Ainsley comes in and just does as good. I think the fullbacks at the moment, the boy Epikita hasn't put a foot wrong. Ashley Miller's come in and shown that Ashley's played at this level for quite a while, and as we can see, Danny Blanchett's a class footballer. So all round the park, I think the midfield is strong. I think the forwards are strong. I think we've got some great variety out on the wides. You've got Bagasan out there who's he's got blistering pace. I think Luke Daly's really, really doing well. And as you can see, Robbie Wilmot's a class act as well. So all round, I was really happy with Max in there tonight. I thought he got on the ball and really played well. I just think there's so much competition, and these boys are recognising that. And they're not feeling the pressure as much as they don't want someone else to do well. I think they're in it together. And the pressure is collectively rather than individually. So, which is a nice feeling. You know, that's what I want the boys to do. I want the boys to feel already that they're bonding as a squad, and the pressure is around the squad rather than individuals, because I do honestly believe that any of them that drop out of form or have an injury or whatever, I do believe we've got some good bodies to come in and replace them sort of like for like. So competition's healthy, it's just where I can afford to keep as many as I've got.
And you move on now to the first of 3 straight home friendlies, starting with Colchester United on Saturday. You're looking forward to testing yourselves against the League Two side?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've played Colchester in probably my last 4 pre-seasons, and to be fair to them, whoever it's been in charge, they've always come strong. They've always brought first teams, so I'm expecting nothing different. I know you played them a few years ago in the FA Cup, so and I think you beat them there, so there'd be a little bit of a. I'm sure that's still in some people's thoughts, but yeah, no, it should be a good friendly, and you know we want everybody to come strong. As I said about West Ham the other night, I want everybody to come strong. I could go through this pre-season winning games every game. It doesn't get me any points, and it doesn't give me anything that we're guaranteed to start the season off. What it does do, it gives us a good test, and I want people to come back to Chelmsford and see that we can compete against these good sides, rather than saying, well, maybe the other night we played West Ham and it was a young team, it was this, it was that, whatever. What people have got to remember, we're still quite a young squad as well. So when people start saying to me, yeah, maybe even Colchester might put some youngsters in. Well, we've got a lot of youngsters here as well. So, it is an even playing field. But, yeah, we want to test ourselves against the likes of Colchester and Southend. And then, I know that Dover will come really strong and, it gives us a good gauge where we are.